And in the house, Ocho Cinco and Hoosh Manzana built Reser Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Oregon State Beavers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Beavers will kick it away to start. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bearcats will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this...
And he breaks into the open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You gotta start fast, you gotta have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Hatchett. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. They get through and it's blocked. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He breaks a tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Using his feet to buy time. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Beavers send out the punt unit. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Offense gets set for second down. They'll try to pop the draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Trying to get to it. Fires to the big fella. And sure, tackling there to keep it from getting to the first down marker. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
Just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to stay.
He's going up top. And it's hauled in at the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Beaver!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3-and-out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here for them.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times, as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Now, I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker or get it.
Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're setting up the screen, running with power. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down, leaves them in second and manageable. Give to the running back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first. But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return. First down here for the offense. They want to run it left here.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it on the counter. On the move at the 30. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. Diving for the goal line, and the ball's knocked free.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
The give out of the gun. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the ground, he's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Now on the counter. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Beavers are marching down the field. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on first down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Beavers are threatening on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
And the Bearcats will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something.
Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. After picking up this 1st down on the ground, let's see what they do. Power football with the run. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Now on 1st down from the 28. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. 1st down and 5 after the penalty. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock. and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Handoff from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. They try to pop a run on the draw. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Got it in the middle, it's Green. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He leaves it with his back. Delivers the contact. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Trying to move them on the counter. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. Using the quick game. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. First down to start the drive after the break. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's why defenses practice pursuit drills, right? All week long. Pursue, pursue, pursue. The play's never dead. You don't know what ball carriers are going to do. Sometimes they pirouette, they spin out, they try to reverse field, thinking they can be Superman and make a bunch of different guys miss. Not that time, though. Look at the defense and the speed they have. They never give up on the play, and they create a huge loss for this offense.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Got his man quickly. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon State! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
He'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Brown has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. They've got the screen set up. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Bearcats! And once he got loose, it was all over. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Tulane is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Green Wave offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 21 over the Pandas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. They'll run it from the gun. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Makes the catch. It's Hatcher. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
The Beavers are on the move. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. On the move is a 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They bring him down and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you're playing a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Green. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Oh, he makes the catch. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Look, it's a nice game, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you got to be throwing at least to the 1st down markers, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines to get out of bounds.
Good enough for 1st down.
Going up top on first down. They're trying to get to it. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Westbrook. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Gets away. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Looking to the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. 1 win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.